Enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Oh.
Well, come on.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Whoop.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Was either of us bothering with two swords? Oh, because I carry two swords.
Shut up and fight.
Oh, ooh, some of those were tight to the jaw.
Barely handle one. You're quick. Damn it. Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one.
Thank you.
Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Gladly.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden.
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man...
Fluffy Anxiety Bunny, what's up? How are you?
Burn with passion? For one who
Oh, you raiding me? Appreciate you. Just tell everybody to say something real quick. Let's see. What's interest in
Bet
politics?
sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures
What you been
Belgrade
streaming?
first.
Oh yeah, you just got streaming that other game. Got done streaming.
Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say
That's what that was called? Okay, yeah, that shit looked good too.
Two armies.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says
How much is it?
Last much longer.
If you don't mind me asking.
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects. Who'd dandelions sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
Of
But
course.
who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd
You
say
brought
it
everybody
worked.
into like
You've got all
the
red in
the
face,
game
just
that I talk the
hoping.
least in.
Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Oh, that's not bad though. 20. Okay, so you got some monies off. You got some monies off.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
It's been a
Exceedingly
pleasure, but
nice
I've got
meet
stuff
you.
to take care
Please
of.
come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Right? Shit's good, isn't it?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Yeah, this game, I've started it twice, and then, you know, didn't finish it, so, but yeah, so this is gonna be a full, playthrough that I'm working on right now, so, yeah, you'll be seeing me stream this for a while. You know, it has a lot of content in it. Hi! Need to go talk to Miss Morley. Yeah. I think we all are to a degree.
Oh, what? You also told me to come now, another freak.
Yeah, I found like this guy who sold masks
This
earlier
man's
too.
not
I got
like
like
fellow.
this one. I got one that's like
Shouldn't
Sons of the
interest you.
Forest, like
Baroness
fucking
don't mingle
gold.
with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here
And
to see
then
your
like a
chambermaid,
fox
Molly.
one that I'm not super excited
By the way,
about, but you know,
Baroness is right now. Be
It's
gone.
right?
Greetings, Witcher. Must admit it's curious to see you here. I don't
Greetings,
quite
Witcher.
believe in coincidences.
Geralt of Rivia,
Coincidence.
slayer of monsters, and my son.
That's like
You're
your son.
right, General. My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my
Rude.
appetite for
That's
the
rude.
races.
That's rude.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep? My. I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
I fear your information's out of date. Molly no longer works here.
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore. Know where I can find her, maybe?
This time of day? Probably sipping punch and considering which horse to bet on.
Not in the mood for jokes.
So bet
I
on.
jest you not. After Arian's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. Got one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Lata, known until recently simply as Molly.
Molly. And, well, did she marry for the gold?
Gotta wonder if Molly fell for the nephew or his inheritance.
We cannot know that just yet. But I'd wager she has strong feelings for both.
Alright, so where'll I find the newly minted
Appreciate
Lady
you dropping
Lata?
in, by the
Our
way.
dear little Molly has a new passion.
Raiding my
horse
shit.
racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's villa right now. That's exactly where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louise's company, perhaps you'd agree to come along.
Let's see. Be happy to go with you.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
Novigrad, Gildorf. That's like a fucking 1080 fucking shot. Is that 900 degrees? Probably 540, probably 540. Heard a weird noise in the background.
We've arrived.
Nice place.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing.
Steeds.
Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each one I ride Roach.
Strange. The grey is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Sired by
Gray's a good color. Even looks good on horses.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Nilfgaardian.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
Let's see.
Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zericania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zericanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
What I
No.
came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher.
I hate
Tell you
horse
what,
races.
win,
I
and I shall give you my
hate
finest
horse
saddle,
races in video
made in
games.
Nilfgaard proper of
I already had to do
beautiful
one in this video game. I should never have to. I came to talk to Molly.
I'd rather resolve things with Molly.
Well, there she is. See the slim young woman?
Thank God
Resolve what you
I was
must.
able to get out
I
of
shall
it.
play the horses for a time. If you wish, we can ride back to the city together.
Am I gonna regret not racing horses with that douchebag? Where is she? What the fuck do I get over there? Excuse me. Coming through.
Who do you favor, milady?
Can't decide between the black stallion and the grey mare.
Decide
Keep
between
going
the
back
black.
and forth, back and forth. Sorry,
Oh, she's pretty. She
Don't
got
believe we've
freckles
been
and everything. Look at that.
I'm Geralt.
Geralt. That Geralt. The one Dandelions rescued time and time again.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. Ever since I became Lady Latard, it's been nothing but balls, banquets, and other such... congregations.
Congregation.
Tiring all this.
Congregation.
But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon.
The light of the moon.
Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for
At all.
starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her, looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
These packages, any chance they were trunks, travel cases? And this girl, possibly a Truberitz?
Yes, yes. Now I remember. She's a travelling performer. Sailed in from Kavir. Talented family, innit?
Exceptionally. And very loving as well, I'm sure.
If you only knew. Dandelion even wrote a poem for her. To my dearest Calinetta. Or some such. Oh, to have a brother like that.
I'm under the impression Dandelion thinks you still serve the Lavalettes.
Oh, that's because I never told him I stopped. Didn't want him to treat me any different.
And your husband has nothing against it? Your old friendship?
Course not. Sweetiekins couldn't be happier that Dandelion's raising me sophistication.
All right, well, thank you, and
Thanks, Molly.
farewell. Oh, okay.
Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see 'em.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Hi.
Youth these days.
Tell me about it. Oh, is he behind me? Yeah.
Rained all of them. Another drifter in
Wait,
from
what?
Tiberium.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I got it. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
It's a long ways to Novigrad. Why, it's pretty.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Whoop. Landed like a superhero. Fucking fist to the ground. One knee on the ground. The other foot flat. Fucking Batman over here, baby.
Nothing hurts as much as love.
Oh, okay.
Not your lucky day.
Eh?
Arms for the poor.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
So, how you go with this thing? I've been a bit up my own business when suddenly you put some news.
And suddenly, what? Oh, I'm just charging through the street with my sword out, you know, no big deal. Just, I'm just trying to get there extra fast. I figure if I have my sword out, that'll be more aerodynamic. Zoltan.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces.
Eternal-
Staked out his place and
Eternal
rounded
Fire.
the sorry sap up.
You have to
Put his
practice that one.
things up for sale. Happened to be passing
They have
by
a lot
and
more
saw this
sing-song
out.
than that.
Came with their own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? 'Tweren't possible.
It wasn't possible.
That but dandelions what matters now.
It's what
So-
matters now.
How'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them, and not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines. Dubious worse.
Let's hear them.
Let's
Yeah,
hear
let's
'em.
let's
I'm
hear
all
him.
ears.
Let's hear him.
You know how he wooed a lass studying natural history? Asked her about the habits of trolls. You know where he went with the cook from the Passiflora? The Oxenford Novigrad Road, which is just now being repaired. Made us stare for hours as labourers crushed
Repaired.
boulders into cobblestones.
Repaired.
Tried to pass it off as a
Repaired.
romantic outing.
I'm gonna get it one day.
Probably
I
human
swear to
women
you, I'm
with
gonna get
every
it.
Bore a dwarven lass to tears. He's growing old, that poet of ours.
Maybe. Or maybe he did all that for a reason.
Sounds like you found something out.
Sounds like you found something out.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummers troupe. Reynard and the Fox.
Lassie's got her well in.
Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
A dwarf that likes poetry. That's like insert racist joke here. Alright, hold on. I'm definitely not loading anything, so shut your mouth. Alright, and we're back. Hey guys, how are you? Okay. Meet Zoltan in Kingfisher Inn after sundown. Where's Kingfisher Inn? To the right and across the bridge. To grandmother's house we go.
No bread, no coin, all is shite.
Ooh, skirt. This way. Dum de dum de dum de dum. Dum de dum de dum de dum. A bigger rat picker? You're a bigger rock picker than me! Something red just popped up on my map for a second.
here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Ass wrists? That's dope. I'm gonna start calling chairs that. I got super quiet.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess. A winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as
Oh, my
one,
ADHD is.
or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Even the guy outside felt something from that.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh,
I'm wearing
please,
a
I'll do
mask.
this
How would she knows me?
Squat
Elsewhere.
again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
Establishment.
He risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save his
Alice.
sake. He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this...
If Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
Oh, okay. I thought she was just being like a dick.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
But that would be good.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his way into Passaflora once. Laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Oh, dang.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
A rascal.
Carla,
At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Wherever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes.
Nor am I.
In fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Hi.
Well, bugger all to do here. Heading back to the roastery.
Some features spying for the black one.
Vile strumpet.
Why is your...
Hi.
I learned a sword swinger too. For King Radovid.
800 experience. Alright, how far are we traveling? Oh, not far. We just right up here.
No loitering round here.
Ah, they need to fix the GPS on this game. Well, maybe not in this game, but in the next one. Had to meditate real quick.
Anybody there? Open up.
Is there no knocking sound effect?
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy.
Happen? Seems happen. Okay.
The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will be safe.
Okay. That's it. Alright.
Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Siggy Reuven.
Hi, Whitehead. Nice fun you have.
Oh, thank you.
He doesn't blush.
Mm. Not in this life, apparently.
And then you sent the body back offering and excuse me like a horse.
Oh, thank you.
Clear that you've not seen Reuven. Gudrun calls it Urberos. Does it loop back on itself?
Am I supposed to talk to him again? Oh, okay.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Plowing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
You didn't,
Just a
though.
few.
You were just like, bloody fortune teller. They're gonna leave me the club, aren't they? Oh, no, I get the mace. Kinda.
First ever Barney with my prick hanging out. Ah! Son Junior sends his regards. We need one alive.
Ever fight a witcher?
Got one escapes. Got it? I'll slay you like a
Hold on, can I do this? Said you wanted one alive. No? Okay. I think he said to leave one alive. Am I tripping?
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how. They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again.
Right there.
Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting. What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today. Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Whoreson? Find me first.
Geriatric.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll, look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mind showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here for specific business.
Called
If
him
you wanna
out.
Listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste. Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Is that what it was? Alright.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's gotta be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet and lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the
Bugger
city's
bet.
bowels.
Lost his
Betting
ruby
scheme
ring.
generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there.
Muscle
Suppose
there.
you could always search Whoreson's house. Though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Whoreson's got naught to do with the casino officially. so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Do I have a schedule? Not really. I probably should like figure that out and set one up. But I'm on very often, so I hope that you didn't ask that like a long time ago. Hopefully, I got that pretty quick.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter.
The thing
through
is,
bits.
my
There's no
ADHD.
stench of poverty on the way.
It's hard for me to
Now,
stick to like
Junior loves a good fight.
a schedule with
Wager
this
he'd
and
give
work.
a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Oh, you getting ready for bed? Well, that's funny because actually I was gonna get off right after this little session
Solid
right here,
townhouse on Temple Isle, just
so
on the other side of the
I'll be
bridge.
doing the same before too
Wouldn't
long.
wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Orson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Yeah, no, that's same with me. My Twitch notifications don't always work either. Like,
listen, dandelions.
and I've tried to go into notifications and fix it 1,000 times, but for whatever reason,
Meaning?
I've gone into both the apps and my settings apps, like application. You know what I mean?
Sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingale's tongues.
CST.
Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar.
Central
trussed
Standard
up to the
Time.
strings of his own mandolin.
What about you?
Root.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Wrong one.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Of course
I was
do.
EST when I lived in North Carolina.
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being
Really?
serious.
That's
As
funny.
am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, well, then I
Problems you might be
inclined
able to help
ask
me
after
with.
Dandelion. Establish what happened to him.
What happened to him? Maybe I can help.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe.
I was in
Ah,
South Charlotte.
And you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent.
Near Fort Mill.
One last request. Oh, let's call
That's
it
where
what
I
it
was.
is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Don't draw your sword on. Oh, that botched it. What? Oh, it's. I thought I was controlling it, but I guess not. What secrets do we have here?
Be so kind as to follow me.
Alright, and as I was just saying, I think that is where we are going to cut it off at for today. So if you wouldn't mind, please following me, share me, or do whatever you like to do with people on here. And please, well, no, absolutely, thank you for coming in and talking to me as always. I really appreciate you, Fluffy Anxiety Bunny. Go check her out as well and follow her, not sub, follow her, go follow her. Anywho, yeah, so follow me. Check out right here's where I post all of my gameplay. It's about 40 to hour segments right around in there, and I have stuff coming out every single day through September so far. I'm trying to get 6 months ahead before I go back to my other channel, which is this guy right here, CannaFacts, where I discuss cannabis information that I get from medical journals and scientific research papers, and I make sure to list all of my references in the description. I cite all my shit, basically. So anywho, if you want to do some smart shit, here you go. If you want to do some fun shit, here you go. And no, again, thank you, Bunny. I appreciate you. And until next time, I love all of you guys. Deuces. And I'll see you when I see you. Oh, big hugs.